Hello, my friends. This is Tosif, and I am back with a new live stream. This is a morning live stream, so I appreciate anyone who may be joining right now. Crockett is here. Hello, Crockett. Good morning to you. Um, and let's see who else joins. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you have not done so already. Frank is here. Hello, Frank. Ken is here. Hello, Ken. Mickey is here. Hi, Mickey. Thank you all for joining. So we were discussing last night when I did the live stream, we were talking about the tragedy in DC, a military Black Hawk helicopter collided with an airplane. The crash took place mid-air at Reagan National Airport in Arlington, Virginia. We talked about the number of passengers on the airplane, 60 passengers on board and 4 crew members for a total of 64 people. And there were 3 soldiers on the helicopter. And last night, when I was doing the live stream, I talked about Sean Duffy and his statement, Pete Hegseth, his statement. Sean Duffy obviously is the Secretary of Transportation. Pete Hegseth is the Secretary of Defense. Kristi Noem, I talked about her and what she said. Kristi Noem is the Secretary of Homeland Security. There was a statement from Donald J. Trump, our president, 47th president of the United States. Gina is here. Hi, Gina. So we discussed all that yesterday during the live stream. And, Donald Trump has another statement. Donald Trump has another statement. He said, this is from still a few hours ago. Donald Trump said the airplane was on a perfect and routine line of approach to the target. The helicopter was going straight. Hold on. Yeah, Trump said, hold on. Okay. Yeah, President Trump talked about, sorry, my screen's here taking time. President Trump talked about how a clear night it was. It was a clear night, and, he ended with the words "not good." He said it's a bad situation that looks like it should have been prevented. And Trump also said, what a terrible night this has been. God bless you all. And so you can go read the complete statement online. I'm just giving you parts of it. Trump says this is a bad situation that looks like it should have been prevented, not good. So many questions. We don't have all the answers at this point. But Donald Trump, really, when he said, what a terrible night this has been, God bless you all, he summed it up correctly. It has been a very, very terrible night for everyone. Think about the people on the aircraft, on the plane, on the helicopter. Think about the families, the loved ones of those who were on board. Think about the first responders. They, and I talked about this, the water temperature being low, it was cold, there were ice on the water, and there still are, I'm guessing. I mean, it's just been a few hours. And first responders having to first responders having to work in that cold condition. And so here we are praying for everyone involved. Nearly 300 first responders. This was an update. Nearly 300 first responders are searching the Potomac River following the collision. Massive search and rescue operation. So my friends, See Truth is asking, do you know how many people died, sir? I don't think we have that information. Last night when I did a live stream, I think one number that was being reported was that at least 18 died, but we don't know the exact number for sure. Okay, there were 64 people on board at the plane, 60 passengers and 4 crew members for a total of 64. There were 3 people, 3 soldiers on the helicopter. So we don't know the exact number. Okay, last night it was being mentioned that at least 18 have died, and now we are learning that there were figure skaters, U.S. figure skaters on board the plane, the flight that had a collision with the helicopter. Okay, U.S. figure skating said that athletes, coaches, and family members were returning home from a camp held in Kansas. Give me 1 second. That's my tablet making sound, giving notifications. 1 second, my friends. All right, give me 1 second here. Okay. So U.S. figure skating said that athletes, coaches, and family members were returning home from a camp held in Wichita, Kansas. Okay, and this is the statement from the organization. U.S. figure skating can confirm that several members of our skating community were sadly aboard American Airlines Flight 5342, which collided with a helicopter yesterday evening in Washington, D.C. These athletes, coaches, and family members were returning home from the National Development Camp held in conjunction with the U.S. Figure Skating Championships in Wichita, Kansas. We are devastated by this unspeakable tragedy and hold the victims' families closely in our hearts. We will continue to monitor the situation and will release more information as it becomes available. Really extremely sad situation. There are no words to describe this tragedy. An airline, a plane in collision with a helicopter, and we don't know how it happened. We don't know what went wrong. We don't have a lot of information at this point. I talked about it last night. I wanted to do a quick early morning live stream to share with you this update. But other than that, at this point, we don't have a lot of updates. All right, so people are looking at the footage because there's a video clip. I'm sure some of you have seen that, of like a fireball in the sky, right as the collision happened, a fireball in the sky. And I guess there's now audio from air traffic control tower right before uh, the collision. I haven't listened to that. Mm. Yeah, I have not listened to that. I'm just waking up and doing this live stream. I really haven't had a chance to listen to everything. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna try to listen to this audio. I'm listening to the audio now. Yeah, yeah. There are there's some audio um, from the air traffic control. And hold on, my friends. Okay, so at this point, we know that there's going to be another press conference this morning. There's going to be press conference. Okay, yes, there will be press conference at 6:30 a.m. Wisconsin time, I believe. I believe that's Wisconsin time. Or is it? Okay, yes. So Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser will provide an update on the deadly crash at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Central, so which is just 5 minutes from now. Okay, C Truth is leaving. Thank you for being here, C Truth. Okay, so yeah, we're probably just like 4 minutes or so away from a scheduled update. Thanks to all those who are tuning in. 74 people watching right now. Deadly crash, deadly collision in the DC area. Deadly collision in the DC area. Extremely tragic. Extremely tragic, my friends. And there are so many questions, and we are waiting for answers. We don't have the answers at this point. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find some updates from other elected officials, departments, or agencies. Ken says, let us all pray. Yes, Ken. Absolutely. We must all pray. Okay, so Secretary Duffy. mm, okay, so Secretary Duffy posted, this was, I guess, like hours ago. It says on X, it says 7 hours ago. Uh, he wrote, I have directed U.S. Department of Transportation and FAA to provide the full support to the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, and all responding agencies and authorities. He also said, I've spoken with Washington, D.C. Mayor Bowser, Virginia Governor Youngkin, Kansas Governor Kelly, and NTSB Chair Homendy. I guess that's how it's pronounced, Chair Homendy, to offer our agency's complete assistance. Thank you to all first responders who are on the scene and conducting the search and rescue operations. So this came hours ago um, from Sean Duffy. Okay, I believe the uh, okay, I believe it is starting. Hold on. I think the press conference is starting. Oh no, this is from hours ago. Sorry. This is a video from hours ago. But there's going to be another live update very shortly. Very shortly. It's supposed to be at 6:30 a.m. Central Time. It is 6:30 a.m. Central Time. Obviously, sometimes these press conferences, they may be uh, planned at a certain time, but usually there can be a delay in starting because the situation obviously is very, very fluid. Um, and so let's give it a few more minutes, I'm guessing. Uh, okay, let's wait and see. All right, so let me look at the live chat. My friends, let's keep in mind that the conditions, and it was said that the conditions um, are extremely for the first responders to go into the water, cold water, with floating ice, as I believe it was mentioned. Very windy situation. It is extremely, extremely difficult to work in that condition, but the first responders are doing that. It's a multi agency response. Okay, so I'm looking at an update, something that I think Ken mentioned. Ken, did you mention that? What a tragedy. 30 bodies have been found after plane and helicopter collision. 30 bodies, at least 30 bodies. That is what is being mentioned here. I'm looking at a news update. What a tragedy, my friends. Please let us all continue to keep everyone in our prayers, okay? At least 38 bodies. Who mentioned that here in the live chat? Was it you, Ken? Was it someone else? Crockett said Crockett. Crockett said that. Crockett, you said that. Yes, I was scrolling back and looking at the live chat. Crockett said that at least 30 bodies have been recovered. So our friend Shannon from South Carolina said that. Misty is here. Hi, Misty. Um, really tragic, my friends. Extremely, extremely tragic. Waiting for updates. So it has not yet started. Oh, it is starting, I think. Hold on. I think it is starting. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I see everyone gathering for the press conference. I see Mayor Bowser. I see Sean Duffy. I'm watching the, I'm listening to the press conference here. Mayor Bowser mentioned loss of lives, so we know lives have been lost. And just from seeing the video of the collision, that giant fireball, many of you saw that video, that giant fireball in the sky, it was pretty clear that it was a fatal collision. But we don't know if there are survivors. We don't know how many bodies have been recovered. If people have been rescued alive, we don't know that. So that's what we're waiting to find out. So now Sean Duffy is going to be speaking, okay? Sean Duffy is highlighting that everyone's working together, different agencies, White House, everyone working together. Sean Duffy highlights that this was a clear night. Sean Duffy is talking about the flight pattern. Sean Duffy is highlighting safety, that we all expect safety whenever we're flying. So I'm listening. For those who are tuning in right now, I am listening to what's being said at the press conference, news conference, um, regarding this tragedy. Frigid conditions, the first responders working in frigid conditions. It's cold, and they worked all night. Okay. My friends, extremely tragic news. It is being switched from a rescue operation to a recovery operation. That is what was just mentioned during the news conference. Okay, it's now going into a recovery operation because there may not be any survivors. Um, did you hear that too? Did I hear that correctly? Can anyone confirm you heard the same thing I did? That it's now going to be a recovery operation, not a rescue operation? Please let me know if you heard the same thing. I see Crockett's comment. There's like a helpline number that uh, that was just mentioned. Anyone who wants to call and uh, get information, like for example, if you had a loved one on that plane and you want to get more information, there's a helpline number that was just mentioned. Very sad day. Very sad day. Crockett just wrote sad day. It is very sad day. Shaw is asking if I slept or not all night. I did sleep. Yes, I did sleep, although I didn't sleep for too long. I don't know how many hours did I sleep. A few hours. Okay. I'm listening to the press conference, my friends, in case anyone who's joining right now and wondering why I am not speaking. I'm listening to the press conference, and I'm also communicating with you all, but pausing to listen to what's being said. Really, really sad day here in America. Condolences to the families, heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims. Three on the helicopter, 3 people on the helicopter, 64 on the plane. Okay, so Senator Mark Warner will now be speaking, and then I think Senator Tim Kaine will be speaking also. Gerlina is asking if the mayor has relayed any information. Um, uh, so the mayor started the press conference, but then other speakers are coming and speaking. And the important point to note here, which is a very, very tragic point also, which is that it is now a recovery operation. Okay, so it's changing from a search and rescue to a recovery. Very, very sad. Okay, Mark Warner just ended his comments, and now it's Senator Kaine. Many different agencies, people from different agencies, local, state, and federal, are responding. NTSB will be an independent investigator. NTSB, this is the Transportation Safety Board. So we need answers. There are many questions. We need answers. Corina is here. Hi, Corina. Corina from Massachusetts. Am I correct? Okay. So what's here? Mir Bowser back at the microphone. So the National Transportation Safety Board will be the lead agency looking at the investigation. Okay, I think there'll be a few questions and answers. It's being said that 30 plus people are still. Wait. Thirty plus bodies still to be recovered. So it's being said that the airport will open at 11 o'clock. So this is 11 a.m. Eastern time, which would be 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, um, when the airport will open. Yeah, Karina, you mentioned about the ice skaters. I talked about it earlier. Ice skaters um, on the plane. It's very sad. Okay, so So I'm guessing you are all listening also on your end to the press conference. There are questions about the victims, age ranges, nationality, so on and so forth. Sean Duffy said once again the NTSB is going to lead. Questions about flight path. So we are still waiting for more information about the flight path, path of the plane, the flight path of the helicopter, and how did that collision happen. So more information will be coming on that. So there's a question for Senator Kaine and Senator Warner. Okay, so more questions being asked. So my friends, let us. I'm gonna lower the volume here so I can talk to you all. There's going to be more information available on this later in the day, so I will be paying attention to that, and I'm sure many of you will do the same. A big tragedy. 64 people on board the airplane, 3 people on the helicopter, 67 total. A serious collision, and a tragedy, and now it's a recovery operation, as it was mentioned during the press conference. So let's wait for more information. Okay, it's a tragedy, and um, our heartfelt condolences, for the families. Okay, our heartfelt condolences. So, my friends, uh, let us continue to pray. Pray for the victims, their families, the loved ones. It's a very, very difficult situation. It's hard to describe in words. Okay, um, close to the nation's capital, in this day and age, with all this technology that we have, how can a collision like this take place? That's the question. We don't have answers yet, but we will. So let's wait for the answers. Okay. So, my friends, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. I appreciate you all for joining me this morning. And my what can I say? We are heartbroken. We are heartbroken. Um, learning about this tragedy. So let us continue to pray, my friends. I believe in the power of prayers. Let us continue to pray. Please, everyone, pray. And I'm going to wrap up this live stream, but I'll pay attention to the updates throughout the day. And I'll be back again at night, sometime in the evening, I think, for another live stream. Okay. So, my friends, thank you all for joining me this morning. Um, you know, it's a tragedy, but we must continue to pray. So thank you all. Ken is saying, God bless you, Brother Tossif, and brothers and sisters. Have a good day. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Crockett. Thank you, everyone who joined me, Gerlina and Karina and others. Thank you, each and every one who joined me this morning, and I will be back. I will be back in the evening with more updates, more information. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. Just let's pray, and that's all we can do. Let's pray. Thank you, my friends. I'll see you soon.